Hello friends, today I am going to reveal some true facts of forbidden destinations you can never visit. But first of all, I request you to please share and subscribe my channel for getting my informative true facts videos uninterrupted. Please note that subscription of my channel is free of cost. Now, forbidden destinations you can never visit. Iceland Serene Japan. Japan has serene culture. There is estimated to be upwards of 80,000 serines in the island nation. But none of it is more important than the Iceland serene, an intricate temple that happens to be one of the most expensive in the country due to the details of its architecture. The serene is rebuilt every 20 years at $1 million price tag in order to symbolize the Shinto tradition of death and renewal of nature. The current iteration was built in 2013, and unless you are a member of the Japanese imperial family, there is no chance you will be entering the hallowed halls of the ancient and significant representation of Japanese culture. Howard Island, Australia. Howard Island, Australia. There is the end of the earth, and there is Howard Island, one of the most remote island in the world. Howard Island technically belongs to Australia, but can be found somewhere between Madagascar and Antarctica. The island is known for its two active volcanoes, but for the most part it is thoroughly blanketed in ice. Inhabitants include seals, birds, and 4 types of penguins. However, humans are not permitted to visit, though landing to the nearby McDonald Islands are allowed solely by compelling scientific reasons. Poveglia, Italy. Poveglia, Italy. Twisted Dozen begins to describe the history of Poveglia Island, a small island between Venice and Lido in northern Italy. For centuries, the small island have been prime real estate for dumping of the dead. The island became a quarantine colony in the 14th century for victims of the bubonic plague. In the 19th century, Poveglia becomes an asylum for the area's mentally ill, where it was rumored that a cruel doctor performed experiments on the patients. Today the island is abandoned, save for the ghosts, for the tortured souls that once lived there. Tourists and locals are banned from visiting unless you want to undergo a lengthy paperwork process. But as this is considered the most haunted place in Italy, that is likely for the best. Vatican Sacred Archives, Vatican City. Vatican Sacred Archives, Vatican City. The secrets of religion are some of the most heavily guarded in the world, and none more so than the Vatican Archives. Centuries of secrets remains a mystery within the vaults of the Vatican. From state papers to according to the letters, speculations on what Elizabeth Bennet included evidence of demons, extraterrestrials, and even the church's alleged contribution to the fascism of the mid-20th century. Today's only the highest qualified scholars and educators are allowed in the vault, and only after a stringent review. Those looking to simply take a peek will sadly never know what sits between these storied spaces. In my next video, I will reveal some true facts of the most interesting topics. Thanks.